In the Bible, it says, "Do not fear, fear not," and other such statements, commands, 366 times, which is one for every day of the year, even on a leap year. But in the Bible, it doesn't teach us how to regulate our nervous system. So, fear, anxiety, excitement of the central nervous system, it's beyond our control, really, especially when we're born into a world which emits so much of this frequency. It operates on it. So, in that world, there are people that get paid and they get handed fancy titles like support workers. I don't know, care coordinators, doesn't matter. But these people help humans within the confines of their ability. So I've been helped by these individuals recently in the following manner. They become aware of me, subsequently hearing my story, an expression of the experience that I've lived, which in truth has been very violent, unsafe, and mostly down to my dysregulated nervous system and the hermetic principles of life. As within, so without, you get to experience a projection of your internal state to a degree. But nevertheless, understanding sovereignty, the rules of the game change for yourself. And you understand what you're actually living for. And you investigate what's actually worth living for. You receive opposition. And not in all the just the traditional ways, but opposition dressed up as support and help. So I was healing and sleeping in a tent in nature. In my field was trees and earth. And then a bit beyond that, a public park. And I was approached by outreach team who asked, first, obviously, most importantly, who are you? What's your name? And then where are you from? But then how can we support you? I said, leave me the fuck alone. I'm healing. I'm holding on to my peace right now. If anybody provokes me, subsequently what followed is many experiences where people tried to provoke me. Sometimes covertly. I see everything because I only care about truth. I live for truth. I would die for truth. But I mean all in one go, I don't mean bit by bit. So, a battle of will and negotiation ensued, where I turned down 2 spaces to be living because they did not tick the boxes. I need a dog, I need to be on the ground floor, and I need a garden. Because, alright, I didn't have a dog, when I was living in the park, but I could easily have. I would have just had to buy a bigger tent. So, from every angle, I was squeezed. I'm not even going to justify it by naming it, because this town knows what it has done. Every individual. How many people even just didn't help, didn't check in on me? No. No. Just bear with me. Here we go. Flat 2C. I see. I was just here to see. Only ever trying to see. Take off the rose tinted spectacles. So, in the name of self-care, I had to accept this space because, coincidentally, the morning the keys were placed in my hand, was the morning after a night where I had been attacked. It was also the morning after the day that I was told I would have the keys. So, imagine, just to solidify my want and fearful need to have a safe space. What if everybody knew? What if everybody just made me hold on an extra day and really experience the non-beneficial potentialities? And so, to this third floor flat. It's a lovely view. It's a lovely view. Imagine if your primary focus for each day was to be centered and grounded. So, and then, my leg is currently swollen and healing after the fight. So, I've had no choice but to just rest up in this space. A godsend, truly, but just for today. The space that I need to be in is a space where I am just open to healing everything, because I am rooted enough now to be able to put down roots anywhere and let the real healing begin. And by that I mean the second chapter of healing, whereby it's not just me, where I allow other people to be positive mirrors for my healing. I need community, I don't need bricks and mortar. And this is not community. Newport, well it is, but it's not. It's a cult. Just like every town, every city, every country. So, housing first, not people first. Housing First are who acted as a mediator between me and Vectis Housing Association to reach an agreement where I could have this space. Now, when I went to sign the tenancy agreement digitally, somebody else had already filled in the signature box. Now, the lady who is my worker involved in this, named Becky, has been trying to have a discussion with me about utility bills and all of this stuff, get me to sign all of that. And it's like, I'm here today and I'm in physical pain, which is keeping me grounded in here and now, you know? So I'm not thinking about, I don't care. No. And then I told her that I was leaving. And then I told her that the tenancy agreement wasn't signed by me. And I am going to leave this flat for good. Because I'm regulating my nervous system. I don't need surprises. It's a good job I unplugged the intercom, because Becky came round here earlier without letting me know that she was going to, and then she called me. I told her, I'm out, I'm going to the sea. She said, well, regardless of your plans, I still need to see you. How about Tuesday, 10 o'clock? No, I don't care what anyone else needs in this life relative to the contracts they have agreed to. That's nothing to do with me. I only care about what I need, and it's a good job I do, because nobody else is looking out for me. So, happy to find the sweet spot and flow the fuck out of here. We really have to live through extremes and understand the opposites. I'm not here to be domesticated. That is an impossible task. And I can't be killed either, because I'm here to live. I've died too much. Well, just the right amount. So, once again in my life, I have to change my phone number. Or not, actually. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. But my nervous system deserves to feel safe and settled. I'm not having any units of consciousness in my life that may surprise me in a negative way. I need reciprocity and mutual respect. That's it. That's what I'm calling into my experience, and I am not a tree. I'm so glad to not be a tree in this place, because I see what they've done, what they do to trees. But actually trees, so that's my community. For a start. But actually off to a gathering on the mainland. It's been a long old slog. saying do not fear is just the same as saying love.